Hi, this is just a quick video just to discuss ZP chloride sensors for detecting the salinity of seawater. I just want to reach down actually and just grab a bunch of sensors. Now these sensors can be used in a continuous manner or they can be used as discrete measurements. There's a few details behind both of those statements, but in principle they can be. So here we're talking about testing the salinity of seawater. Now, just know that the data I'm about to show on the next slide is gathered in a kind of beaker configuration where we kind of take one of our chloride sensors. Again, they're quite solid state. They're not sort of stainless steel barrels or glass barrels like that. There's a whole bunch of them here. They look like that. Now, what we do is we sort of dip down in like this and we get the signal out of the sensor through electronics. Now, I just want to bring up the signal because when you're measuring the salinity of seawater, if you're doing a long-term monitoring, you have to understand where the sensor and where the data is at. So what we have here is 1 millimolar chloride solution, and we have a certain raw signal measuring potential here, 10 millimolar, 100 millimolar. Now we're starting to get close to where seawater really is. I think it's about 135 millimolar. The reason I say think is because I seem to remember that blood and seawater actually have similar salinities. I mean, I know blood is 135 millimolar. And then we've got 1000 millimolar or 1 molar chloride concentration. Then we've got 100 millimolar, 10 and 1.0. So the reason I bring that up is because that's done in a continuous manner where we're sort of changing the chloride concentration and you can see the sensor signal changing accordingly. Now, I want you to kind of get a real sense here. This is TRL3, Technology Readiness Level number 3. You know, these are sort of proof of principles in a laboratory environment. So do understand the gap between what we're able to give you and you making it robustness and fit for purpose in that actual application. And the whole timeline there is about 600 seconds. So that's also something to take in consideration as well. What I'm showing you is what we've got. So just FYI, if you want the electrodes, we've got the electrodes. It's a good idea to start off with known solutions, so we'll also link to test solutions as well, and we'll also link to the electronics as well. So understand that if you start inventing your own electronics and you sort of say, well, it doesn't work, then you know the question is it the sensor or is it the electronics? So we do ask you to at least in the early days purchase ZP's electronics. Now if you do have any questions about measuring the salinity of seawater using chloride, here's a contact and don't hesitate to contact us. Okay, thanks very much. Take care. Bye bye.